My beloved child, listen to me in this stillness, for what I am about to say will unveil a new path on your journey. Today I tell you in advance, there are two souls whom I am drawing near to you. This is not a coincidence, nor a matter of mere chance. It is a moment I have chosen, a moment appointed long ago, to mark the beginning of an entirely different season in your life. I am never late. I never miss the timing. Everything I do unfolds in rhythm, in season, in precision, and this time is no exception. I have seen every silent day you waited, every time you turned inward to search for answers in the quiet void. I witnessed every night you wrestled with the question, do you still remember me? I was there in every heavy breath, in every silent tear that fell. And now I come to tell you, two people are being sent by Minot to fill a void, but to expand it, not to heal you in my place, but to walk with you as signs of the love I am sowing into your new season. You may not understand everything right now. Doubts may creep in between the sparks of fresh joy, but do not let fear keep you from stepping into what is good. I know exactly what you need, and in the fullness of time, I will provide. And this is that moment. One day, when you look back, you will see that I never forgot you. What felt like silence was simply a sacred pause, a drawing back to prepare for a coming closer, deeper, gentler, and fuller than anything you ever dared to ask for. So walk forward and receive what I am sending with a tender heart. For in this season, I am not only healing you, I am restoring what you once believed could never be made whole again. And it all begins with the first person I am sending, my child. This first one will not enter your life with noise or grand promises. They will come with a peace that defies easy explanation, carrying a gentleness that will quietly cause your guarded heart to open once more. It won't be because they are so exceptional that you can't resist them, but because there is something in them that brings your soul to rest. Their presence will be like cool water flowing through dry and hardened ground, awakening buried wells of life that were hidden beneath layers of pain, loss, and disbelief in healing. This person will not try to make you feel valuable, but by the way they look at you, by the way they listen without rushing, by their unassuming presence, they will remind you that you have always been valuable, not because of what you've done, but because of who you are in my eyes. They are not coming to teach you or fix you, but to reflect back to you the beauty I placed within you from the very beginning, the beauty you lost sight of in your striving to please others, in your unanswered love, in the wounds that bled invisibly day after day. You may be surprised by the gentleness of each conversation, by the depth with which they reach places you thought were closed off forever. It is not because they know too much, but because I have chosen them to arrive at the precise moment when your heart begins to thirst for what is real, and they will not only speak to you, but to the deepest parts of your soul where I have planted promises long ago, waiting for the right time to bloom. My child, do not doubt their presence. They are not a trial, not a test, and certainly not a replacement for anyone who has passed through your life. They are part of my plan of restoration. I have sent them not to make you forget what was lost, but to remind you that nothing is ever truly lost if it came from me. This friendship, if you choose to receive it, will not be one of entanglement or dependency. Rather, it will be a sacred space where you can relearn how to trust, how to give without fear, and how to receive without feeling weak. Know this, They will walk with you during the first steps of this new season. Not because you need them to be strong, but because I want you to understand that sometimes my blessings do not come in silence alone, but in the form of another person. And when you see them, when you feel the unspoken peace they carry, you will know deep within, this is from the Lord. Oh, open your heart with discernment, but do not shut it because of the past. I do not repeat the pain that once broke you. I make all things new. This person is not coming to complete you, for only I can do that, but they will walk beside you as a gentle reminder that you no longer have to walk alone. They are a living symbol of the kindness I want you to taste again. Not through abstract hope, but through tangible, real-life love. My beloved child. Now let me speak to you about the second person. This is not someone who will soothe your heart like the morning breeze. They are coming to awaken your soul through a necessary collision. Do not be afraid of the tension they may bring, because I have positioned them as an essential part of the growth I am leading you through. They are not coming to confront you as an enemy, but to stir the places in you that still lie dormant, the gifts you have yet to explore, the thoughts that need to be expanded, and the boundaries that are keeping you from stepping fully into your destiny. This second person will come as a strong force, a wave of challenge that compels you to face the things you've avoided for too long. They are not here to make things comfortable. They are here because they are needed. They are the counterweight required to unlock a new depth in your spiritual and emotional life. They will cause you to reevaluate the limits you've accepted as truth, and will challenge you to step beyond the invisible cages built by old wounds. It is no accident that they come equipped with strength and unwavering conviction. That very nature will confront your own inner tensions, and in doing so, you will begin to shed layers. They may not be soft like the first person, but they are no less loving. The love they bring is revealed through honesty, through the high expectations they place on you, through their refusal to let you settle for what's easy. They will not let you hide from growth. They will see in you a power that even you haven't dared to face. And they will not stop until it reses, no matter how much it stretches or angers you in the process. I am not sending them to harm you, but to prepare you. Every encounter with them is a moment in which I am forging the warrior spirit inside you. Through them, you will discover your capacity for endurance, your ability to adapt, and the bravery that I've placed in you long ago. You will learn that maturity is not birthed through ease, but through the ability to stand firm in the face of resistance. They are the one I've chosen to test your wings, because I know it is time for you to soar higher, farther, and beyond the narrow skies you once thought were enough. My child, I know that when they appear, you may feel unsettled. They will not resemble anyone you've ever met before, for they do not compromise. They are not predictable, and at times, they will compel you to confront yourself in ways that take your breath away. They may ask questions that leave you silent in reflection, or their actions may challenge what you thought was firmly rooted in your heart. But my child, this very discomfort is part of the blessing I am sending. Discomfort is not a sign of being lost. It is a reminder that your soul is being stretched. And only when it is stretched can it grow. Do not fear their difference. I crafted them with a unique edge, with a perspective that defies convention. They will not coddle your weaknesses, but they will help you discover the strength I planted within you since the beginning. They will not let you remain in your comfort zone, but will gently push you beyond the borders of the familiar into the place where my grace and power await. There will be moments, child, When you may feel as if you are being tested, you might question their presence. Are they truly sent by me? Are their motives pure? But my beloved, look beyond what appears on the surface. See with the spiritual eyes I am opening for you, for they are not a coincidence, not a random encounter. They are an instrument in my hand, a skillful blade used to prune the excess in your thinking, to sharpen your discernment, to awaken the vision I've prepared for you. I know you value peace, but understand this: true peace doesn't always come from avoiding challenge, but from walking through it with my guidance. This second person is not a soft miracle, but part of a greater wonder, a deep transformation I am orchestrating within you. Through them, you will learn how to engage with the untouched places of your heart. You will learn to stand firm when confronted, and yet keep your heart tender in the face of trial. Know this: they will bring perspectives you may never have considered. You may feel like your world is being turned upside down, but that is not destruction, it is restructuring. I am using them to break down the limits you've unknowingly built. Every conversation, every friction, every disagreement is a chance for you to be sculpted, not to lose who you are, but to reveal more clearly the image I've placed within you from the beginning. Do not close your heart to them just because their presence does not make you feel comfortable. Open your heart with the trust that I am holding every thread of connection. I am the author of your story, and this character is not an interruption. They are a vital part of the new chapter. They have not come to block your path, but to illuminate the paths you never dared to take. And I would never allow anyone into your life without a divine purpose behind their entrance. My child, if you choose resistance, you may grow weary. But if you choose to learn, you will be lifted. This relationship is not meant to wound you, is meant to mature you in faith, in understanding, and in spiritual strength. There are virtues within you that can only be awakened when you are pushed to the edge of yourself. And in that very moment, you will see me, waiting arms open, whispering, I am making you new. And so, trust the process, even when you cannot predict the outcome. The two I have sent, though distinct in tone, serve the same purpose: to unlock you, to build you, and to lead you into the place I have destined for you. They are not opposites. They are two parts of a harmonious plan. One helps you remember who you are. The other helps you become who you never knew you could be. My beloved child, do not seek simplicity, seek truth. Do not expect comfort, expect depth. And I promise you this: you will not walk alone on this journey. I am still going before you, and my hand still holds yours with every step. My presence is your foundation, and nothing and no one can ever slip beyond the reach of my loving sovereignty. Be assured that you are not abandoned, and you are not being destroyed. You are being built up firm, deep, and full of purpose. And that second person, even if you do not yet fully understand their role, is part of the great work I am completing within you. Welcome them not with suspicion, but with spiritual discernment, for through them, I am doing something wondrous. There may be moments when you feel conflicted. You may not understand why certain people are allowed to enter your life at such a fragile and uncertain time. You may question their place in your journey, or even doubt the purpose behind their presence. But, my dear one, it is in those very moments that I invite you to remember, I see the entire picture. While you are only glimpsing a fragment, what seems random today is in fact a delicate thread I am weaving to connect every part of your life into a rich tapestry of grace, purpose, and transformation. Though their approaches may be completely different, both are instruments in my hand. One is the gentle hand that soothes. The other is the mighty wind that propels. One heals the past. The other opens the future. They are not sent to take my place in your heart, but to lead you deeper into relationship with me through love, through tension, through daily transformation. Receive them with the eyes of faith. Do not let the fear of losing control close your heart to the goodness I am bringing. There will be times when you don't understand, perhaps even moments of doubt. But remember, no one enters your life apart from my permission. I am orchestrating everything with a wisdom far beyond your understanding. Let me remind you, by the time you walk with them, you will no longer be the same. But that change is necessary. It will bring you closer to the truest version of yourself, stronger, more honest, more aligned with my original intent. Trust this journey, for I am the one writing each chapter with a love that never fails. And one day, when you look back, you will realize neither of them entered your life in vain. They are living proof that my hand has always been at work for your eternal good. Rest your heart and trust in me. I was the one who sent them, and I arranged their presence at the exact moment it was needed, to walk alongside you in this profound season of transformation. They are not mere passers-by. They are the imprint of my graces, and with purpose, sent with meaning. One of them carries healing through their affection, their presence, and the way they look at you. You will gradually recover from wounds buried deep within. They will gently awaken within you a sense of safety you thought was lost. They are not here to complete you, but to remind you that you have been whole since the day I formed you. Their presence will be like a soft breeze brushing against the still open wounds, helping you recognize that your heart can still beat for love, and that gentleness is not a foreign thing. The other one will be a refining fire for your soul. Through them, you will encounter unexpected challenges, frictions that compel you to look deeply into yourself. They may not always be easy to understand, and at times, you might feel as if they are the very source of the storms around you. Yet, it is through these difficult interactions that I will reveal the hidden strength within you, forging you into someone more steadfast, sharpened, and spiritually awake than ever before. They were not placed beside you to bring you down, but to teach you how to rise with the resilience I have already planted within your heart. My beloved child, there may come moments of doubt, whispered questions in your mind, wondering whether these two truly belong on your path. You may feel the urge to step back when things grow too complicated. But oh, dear one, remember this: no one draws near to you without passing through the filter of my divine intent. Every encounter carries within it the seed of transformation. Whether gentle as a stream or fierce as the waves, each relationship I bring into your life holds a portion of truth you are destined to uncover. Child, you were not born to live in isolation, walled off and disconnected. I formed you with a heart designed for connection, with a soul called to walk alongside others. I gave you community not merely to share in joy, but to uphold one another through the dark nights of the soul. These two individuals are pieces of the sacred community I am establishing around you, a divine network bound by love, by learning, and by spiritual maturity. Through your relationship with them, you will learn things no book or well-meant advice can teach. You will gain a deeper understanding of your own nature, the strengths that have lain dormant, the wounds yet to be healed, the dreams once buried beneath disappointment. I will use them as mirrors to reflect your true self in the light of my truth. And in that reflection, you will begin to see how close you are to the fullness of the person I envisioned when I first breathed life into you. I do not promise this journey will be easy, but I do promise it will be worth it. Healing and hardship often walk hand in hand in the process of transformation. Just as gold is refined in fire, so your soul will be shaped through both love and friction. As you embrace both the gentleness and the challenges that these two bring, you will grow beyond what you once believed possible. They are bridges leading you into the future I have prepared for you. A future not only filled with hope, but rich in depth, in understanding, in gratitude, and in unwavering faith. Dear one, I urge you, open your heart. Do not shut down out of fear of being hurt. Do not run from what seems difficult to comprehend. Let love be the balm that softens your heart. Let conflict become the teacher that shows you how to stand firm. Every conversation, every act of forgiveness, every moment of deeper understanding, these are the small steps that carry you toward your divine purpose. And you will not walk this path alone. I am always here watching, lifting, guiding, and covering you with the fullness of my living presence. Believe this, my plan for you is greater than anything you have ever imagined. When you surrender completely and walk by faith, you will begin to realize that everything that has happened is happening and will happen is working together for your good. These two people are essential parts of that bigger picture. They are not here to rewrite your destiny, but to awaken the treasures that have always lived within you, awaiting the moment I would call them forth into the light. So, my dear child, receive them as messengers carrying my word. Listen not only with your ears, but with your soul. See me in every gesture, every word, every lesson they bring. And know this, even in the most confusing moments, I am quietly building, restoring, and expanding your heart to prepare you for a new season, a season where light will be greater than darkness, and joy will no longer be overshadowed by fear. You are exactly where you need to be, beside the people you are meant to encounter. Keep moving forward, with the assurance that I never make mistakes. This journey is sacred, and you, my beloved, are an irreplaceable part of this glorious plan. My precious one, never forget that there are seasons in life when the meaning behind the relationships surrounding you may not immediately make sense. Everything may seem tangled. People may walk into your life seemingly by chance, and you wonder whether their presence brings purpose or if they're just passing through. But I want you to know this. In a finite world, I am the infinite one who holds every moment, and nothing is allowed to happen outside of my providence. The two individuals you're thinking of, they have not appeared merely to fill an empty space, nor are they minor characters in the story of your life. They are vital links in the chain of my design for you. Each one brings something unique, a different energy, a distinct influence, and all of it is working to draw you closer to the deep purpose I placed within your soul from the very beginning. Their presence will change you, not through grand gestures or eloquent speeches, but through the very collision of souls. One may make you feel truly seen, as if your heart is finally being heard. The other may stretch you to your limits, challenging you in ways you never anticipated. But neither of them are meant to be fully understood right away. They are meant to be lived with, learned from, and through them, you will grow. Life is not only a path toward a destination, It is the continual transformation of the inner being. And the people I send to you in each season are not just companions, they are mirrors. They reflect back what you need to see. Some mirrors reveal the beauty you've forgotten. Others confront you with truths you've been reluctant to face. None of it is random. It is mercy. My child, sometimes my guidance does not come with clear signs or evident miracles. It comes through a conversation that lingers in your thoughts, a look that feels like it touches the deepest part of your soul, a conflict that forces you to choose between what is comfortable and what is right. These interactions, whether gentle or intense, are doing a work within you. They are enlarging your heart and shaping your character. You may long for clarity, but remember, I do not need you to understand everything for me to work in you. I need you to trust that even when the path is unclear, the light is still coming. Trust that even when your heart is heavy with questions, I am still leading you step by step with unending patience and unfailing kindness. There will come a day, not far from now, when you will look back on this season and realize the very people you once doubted, the ones who felt unfamiliar, were actually the ones who played the most essential roles in your growth. Not because they were perfect, but because I sent them at the appointed time. They carry within them the missing pieces you have long lacked, the questions that needed to be asked, and at times, even the limits that needed to be challenged. Always remember that I never make mistakes in my arrangements. Just as I once appointed specific individuals into the lives of my chosen servants, those who brought strength, correction, or timely encouragement, I am doing the same in your life. Whether they soothe your heart or confront you to your core, each of them is a necessary part of the architecture of destiny I have designed for you. Some will stay for a season. Some will walk with you until the very end. Others will appear briefly, like a single breath, yet leave a lifelong impact, whether they remain or depart. You must learn to be grateful, for they are all part of the shaping of the resilient identity I am refining within you. My beloved child, I am the one who sees ahead. I know every longing in your heart, even those you have never dared to utter aloud. I know you need comfort, but I also know you need strength. I know you crave stability, but I also know that you need a divine breakthrough to mature. That is why I have sent these two individuals as part of your preparation, not to change your destiny, but to awaken you to your sacred destiny, which was written long before your first cry. I will always remind you, do not fear the unknown. Do not shrink back simply because something feels unfamiliar. The ones I bring into your life will not always be easy to love, easy to understand, or easy to accept. But if you are humble enough to learn, patient enough to observe, and brave enough to love, you will see my hand in every detail. Know this: the key to unlocking the next chapter of your life is not found in how well you understand them, but in how fully you allow me to work through them. Let me continue writing your story with new lines, new relationships, and deeper experiences. And through it all, I remain the author, the keeper, and your faithful guide. My child, open your heart. Live by faith, even when nothing is clear. For I, your God, am always working for your highest good. You are never alone. I have not abandoned you in silence. I am simply preparing the very best for you in every day, every moment. As you step into this season, a season prepared by my very own hand, I urge you to keep your heart tender and ready to receive. This is not just an ordinary transition in your life. It is a divinely appointed phase, designed to lead you into the fullness I have long prepared for you. And in this process, the people you are now encountering, the faces surrounding you, are not random. They are messengers I have chosen to bring the necessary lessons, the irreplaceable pieces of the sacred purpose you are entering into. I know not everything they carry will be easy for you to receive. There will be challenges that shake you. There will be words or actions that stir up doubt or resistance within you. But my dear one, do not be quick to reject what makes you uncomfortable. Allow those very things to become the softened soil where I can sow seeds of maturity. Do not resist the shaping, for it is the very tool I am using to prepare you for far greater things ahead. You cannot step into the fullness I have ordained for you without first walking through the fire of refinement. And refinement does not always come from external adversity. It often arrives through the depth of your interactions with people, those I have intentionally placed beside you. Through them, I reveal the parts of you that still need shaping, the limitations you must overcome, and the strengths you have yet to acknowledge. They are mirrors, echoes, and refining fires in my hands, designed to form within you a deeper, stronger, and more radiant version of yourself. As you walk alongside them, you will begin to see aspects of yourself that you never noticed before, dormant parts within you: faith, courage, compassion. Humility will slowly awaken, not through empty teachings, but through the living reality of collision, understanding, endurance, and forgiveness. Every moment you are placed in a situation that demands a choice between reacting from instinct or responding from love. That is the moment you are being led deeper into spiritual maturity. I did not send them to lead you astray, but to bring you back to the truest version of yourself, the essence that has been veiled by wounds, insecurity, or the limiting patterns life has tried to place upon you. These individuals, in their unique ways, will help you shed the armor you've worn out of fear, and as each layer falls away, you will begin to feel the breath of freedom, the true freedom that comes from being seen, challenged, and loved in the process of transformation. My beloved child, the day will come, as time passes and the fog begins to lift, when you will exclaim in awe and gratitude, "It was you who brought them at just the right time. It was you who used them to transform me." There are seasons in a person's life that cannot be fully understood through natural eyes alone. The shifts, the connections, the seemingly accidental encounters all are woven by my hand with the precision of one who has seen the entire journey ahead. You are not wandering aimlessly through this vast world. Every step you take is observed by me, and every person you meet carries a purpose far deeper than what appears on the surface. And now, in this very season, I am placing in your life people who are not just companions, but instruments in my hands sent with divine intent to awaken something hidden deep within you. Know this for certain: they are not here to merely decorate your story in passing. They are not extras on the random stage of your life's play. No, my beloved, they are key characters in this current chapter I am writing with you. Each one brings something vital for your next season. One rekindles the flickering flame of faith in your heart. Another stirs up the courage that trials have tried to bury. They are not alike, nor do they reflect the same side of truth. But both are being used by me to draw you closer to the person I have called you to become. Remember this, my child, throughout history, I have done this before. I placed Aaron beside Moses to uphold his trembling hands. I sent Nathan to David to bring a word of correction in the midst of his wandering. I placed Elisha next to Elijah to carry forward the work that was not yet complete. These people did not find one another by chance. I sent them, and now, you too are in such a season. You are being led by me through the very presence of those I have chosen for your benefit. Their presence is a sign that I am still at work in your life intentionally, tenderly, and specifically. They are not perfected, that is by design. For it is through the imperfections of others that you will learn some of the most profound lessons: patience, discernment, grace, and unconditional love. Through them, you will come to understand that no one is sent to complete you, but rather, they are sent to awaken what has always been within you, yet has never been fully stirred. A vital part of stepping into the mission I have chosen for you is recognizing that your life no longer belongs solely to yourself. I have planted within you gifts and potential not for you to keep to yourself, but to offer up for a greater purpose. Therefore, your journey cannot be completed in isolation. I will always send people who carry strategic roles, those who hold keys to doors you have long searched for but could not open. They do not live your life for you, but they do carry pieces necessary for you to enter into the fullness I have destined for you. You may not immediately recognize the significance of their arrival. At first, you may see them as merely friends, kind companions, or trustworthy partners. But over time, as things are revealed according to my timing, you will begin to understand that no encounter is meaningless. You will see that I am using them to reflect the deeper parts of your self-unhealed wounds, dormant callings, boundaries that must be stretched and enlarged. And even when you do not clearly see the path ahead, I invite you to trust the process. I am orchestrating every step with the hands of an artisan who never works carelessly. Each interaction, each conversation, each collision of souls carries a sacred impact. Sometimes it will feel like gentle support. Other times it may come as a hard truth. But in every way, the purpose remains the same: to shape you into a vessel that is both sharp and merciful, ready to be used for the work of my kingdom. My beloved child, I always want you to know that the journey you are on, though filled with trials and difficulties, is not a forgotten path. I walk with you through every step, and I use these people as markers, as signposts, as mirrors. Through them, you will see more clearly who you are in the light of truth and who you were born to be in service to my eternal plan. They are part of the tapestry of destiny I am weaving around you. Not a single thread is out of place. Not a single hue is wasted. Every person I place beside you carries a unique color to complete the masterpiece. And as you allow love, discernment, and obedience to guide you, this picture will become clearer, and the meaning of their presence will shine brighter than ever before. So do not see them with merely natural eyes. See them with the heart of one who knows they are living within a greater plana, deeper purpose than what appearances can tell. Receive them as gifts from heaven, sometimes wrapped in challenge, but always filled with spiritual worth beyond measure. From the very beginning, when I called my chosen ones into the greater purpose I had ordained, I never let them walk alone. I always sent to their side those who were divinely appointed, not merely companions, but essential parts of their sacred journey. These people did not appear to decorate the path, but to shape it, to strengthen it, and to lead the chosen ones closer to the fullness I had destined. Some came with the gentleness of encouragement, lifting weary spirits when strength ran low. Others carried the fire of challenge, awakening hearts and sharpening souls. And still others came to refine, to confront, to reveal what needed transformation, and to prepare the way for deep inner change. You too have been called in this manner. You are not an exception in my eternal plan. What I have done in the lives of my chosen vessels before, I am now doing in you. You are stepping into a new season, an entirely different chapter, where the doors I have opened are now beckoning you forward. And so that you will not walk alone, I have appointed people with strategic roles for your journey. They did not come suddenly, nor are they here by mere coincidence. They were prepared beforehand, orchestrated with divine precision, to cross this threshold with you. This is the place set apart for you, a space saturated with my presence, where you are called to trust, to listen, and to walk by faith, not by your limited understanding. Those whom I have placed beside you may not match what you once envisioned. They may disrupt the mental mold you've built about who is suitable. At times, their presence may leave you puzzled. You may even question why I chose them, what their true role is in your life. But I invite you to step beyond the confines of logic. Remember, I do not see as man sees. I see what is hidden. I see the heart. I see intent and purpose. And I am the one who, in my great love and clarity of purpose, has placed them in your life. I know there may be moments of inner conflict. Days may come when you are unsure if you are truly on the right path, or why these connections have emerged at precisely this time. But I assure you, nothing lies outside of my orchestration. I am not a God of disorder. Everything I do is marked by timing, intention, and a clear design. Therefore, every connection is like a veil being lifted, a mirror showing you what must be held on to and what must be released. One person may stir up faith, another may bring you face to face with fear. Both have a purpose for being sent by me. My beloved, I know their presence might unsettle you. You may even wonder why I would place such individuals in your life, but do not be quick to doubt. Remember, I never act without intention. Those who press you to confront your limitations are the very ones I use to expand your vision and to strengthen your steps. Through them, I refine you, mold you, and draw you out of dry soil to plant your roots deeper in faith and maturity. You were created with a purpose that surpasses natural limitations. The calling upon your life is not merely to survive, but to transform the world around you through my presence within you, but to become an instrument that carries my power and love. You must be forged, and that forging does not happen in isolation. It happens in relationship, in friction, in the journey of living authentically before those I have chosen to walk with you. My child, let me guide you through these conflicting emotions, so that you may come to see that some connections, though confusing at first, carry the very answers you once prayed for in secret. You won't always recognize the role each person plays in your life in the present moment, but time will reveal, and my faithfulness will bear witness. My beloved, you are being shaped, and I am using everything, even people, as instruments to draw you closer to your truest self in me. As you walk with those I have handpicked and positioned along your path, you will gradually learn to see yourself from a new perspective, one that is not confined by outdated definitions, unhealed wounds, or the invisible limitations imposed by circumstances and past experiences. Listen, My child, I am opening a door before you, a place where your self-perception is renewed, where you begin to see your true image reflected under the light I shine upon you. Through the presence of those I have sent, you will begin to step into the wholeness I called you to from the beginning. Some of them will carry the breath of peace, the gentle breeze of joy and hope. They will come as reminders that goodness still exists, that love can still bloom in dry and barren places. Through them, you will feel the kind of love you've longed for but thought was out of reach. They do not come to fill your emptiness, but to help restore the parts of you that were once broken, to bring healing to the wounds you've buried in silence. Their gentleness and patience will begin to awaken in you the trust that has worn thin, helping you believe once again that you are worthy of love, worthy of care, and worthy of being fully received. I send them as a balm to your soul, not loud or dazzling, but deep enough to touch the places that words cannot reach. They will not only be a shelter in the storms of your heart, but also a constant reminder of the value I placed within you from the very beginning. Through them, you will regain the confidence that was once stolen, and you will realize that what I have planted in you remains strong, alive, and waiting to be awakened. However, I must remind you, not everyone I send will bring comfort. Some are sent with a different mission. They will challenge you. They will shake the things you once held as certain. They will touch places in you that you've tried to keep hidden. They don't come to harm, but to peel away the layers of self-protection that have caused you to shrink back. They will push you out of the false safety zones that have been hindering your true growth. Through them, you will be forced to confront limiting beliefs, habitual reactions, and shadowed corners you've avoided facing. They will compel you to rise. When things get hard, when the road ahead seems clouded with doubt, it will be the very trials brought through these people that teach you how to hold fast to faith, to develop resilience, and to discover the endurance you never knew you had. It is in the uncomfortable places that the gold within you is refined. You will no longer be one who easily breaks under pressure, but one who knows how to rise, to persist, and to keep moving forward even when the path ahead is not yet clear. I want you to understand that every single person, whether they come to bring healing or to challenge you, is an instrument in my hand. They do not appear by chance, nor do they remain in your life forever in the way you might hope. Some will walk with you for only a brief season, like torchbearers in a dark passage. They come, fulfill the assignment I have given them, and quietly move on. Others will stay longer, walking beside you through seasons of transformation, witnessing your breakdowns and your rising again, growing with you in grace. Whether their time in your life is long or short, they each carry a vital piece of the destiny I have prepared for you. For this reason, understand that some presences may not be lasting, but they leave eternal imprints. Whether their companionship lasts for a moment or for many years, they have been the keepers of your soul's fire when it felt close to extinguishing. Do not judge someone's worth based on the length of their stay. Let me reveal their true significance through each step of your obedience. Believe that I am using them to prepare you for something far greater. You may not recognize their meaning while everything is still unfolding. Emotions may cloud your sight, and the tension between expectation and reality may confuse you. But be patient. Do not let the limitations of fleeting feelings close your heart to the deeper work I am doing. Time will bear witness to the wisdom behind every arrangement I've made. The day will come when you look back and say, all of it was necessary. Every one of them was an indispensable part of my journey to becoming who I was created to be. I am shaping you not just to be stronger, but to be truer. I do not want you to live under the expectations of others, nor do I want you to run from your own vulnerabilities. I want you to face yourself, your wounds, your incompletions, and learn to offer them up to me. Through the interactions with those I have sent, you will gradually awaken, and be refined into deeper maturity, not according to the standards of this world, but according to the image I've already designed for you. Keep your heart open. Let it not only listen, but also understand. The people you meet are not just individuals you know, but living lessons, extensions of my hand in your life. Do not rush to judge them by their surface or by the discomforts of early interactions. Be patient. Be observant. Listen for my whisper in every event, every conversation, every stirring or resistance in your spirit. In all of it, I am speaking to you. You are constantly reminded that you are never alone. I am always with you, and I am actively leading you into the fullness of my will. The people I place in your life are part of that process. They are the answer to the deepest prayers of your heart. Even if their form does not match what you expected, they are the mirror reflecting who you are, the invitation calling you out of your comfort zone, the hand holding you when you feel like collapsing. And through them, you will see nothing is random. No one is redundant. When you walk within my divine plan, my beloved one, as you begin to walk alongside those I have quietly ushered into your life, something within you will begin to shift. Not instantly, not through grand events or dramatic encounters, but through subtle, delicate moments, so quiet you may only recognize them once they've passed. Through these individuals, I will unveil to you a new way of seeing yourself, not through the lens of limited experiences or past wounds, but through the light of truth and the love I have always held for you. These people, my beloved one, are not a coincidence. They are not the result of vague happenstance or relationships born out of mere circumstance. They have been appointed by me with the precision of a skilled potter's hand. Every turn of the wheel, every layer of glaze carries purpose. Each person, in their unique way, will open a new chapter within you, not just in the external course of life, but in the inner journey you are walking with me, my beloved child. Know this with certainty. Some will come like a gentle knock upon the door of your soul, a door you've kept closed for so long. They will not knock loudly, nor will they demand entry, but their presence will be tender enough for you to notice, persistent enough for you to dare to open. They will lead you back to forgotten landscapes within, where dreams have grown cold, where parts of you were dismissed as unworthy of revival. It is through their unconditional presence and non-judgmental gaze that you will come to see you are still worthy of love. There is still something within you that deserves to be treasured, protected, and restored. And, my child, there will also be others who do not bring comfort, but instead awaken the unrest within your heart. They will pose questions you have long avoided. They will not hesitate to touch the tender, vulnerable places in your soul, not to wound you, but to open you. They will not allow you to remain where it is safe, but will constantly call you forward, to go deeper, to rise beyond your current self. You may feel discomfort. You may resist, but listen closely. I have not sent them to break you, but to awaken you from the slumber of comfort. They are my invitation to growth, to courage, to radical honesty with your own heart. You may ask, why do I use people to teach you? Why must spiritual lessons come through friction, through relationship, through bonds that are at times complex and wounding? Because, my beloved, you were not created for isolation. Love cannot be practiced in solitude. Faith cannot mature in ease. Growth cannot flourish if you are always surrounded by what is comfortable. That is why I send them to serve as bridges between what you already know and what I long for you to discover. They will bring you closer to me, not through sermons, but through their very presence in your life. When you experience support that asks nothing in return, when you are heard without interruption, when you are challenged to the point of reconsidering your own path and all of that, I am there, speaking to you, not through thunder, but through a whispering wind, not by overwhelming force, but by a love that is tender and yet unshakable. And when you grow weary, when your trust in me is shaken by all that you do not yet understand, it is they who will become the anchor that holds you fast, perhaps with nothing more than a knowing glance, perhaps with a simple word spoken at just the right time, perhaps through silent perseverance that refuses to walk away. Through them, you will learn to trust me not because you understand everything, but because you sense in your spirit the unchanging truth that I have never left your side. Remember this, I am the one who sees the entire picture. You are only witnessing a fragmented turn in the road, a slice of time. I see the thread that weaves through seasons, through connections, through pain and restoration. Nothing is random. None of them has entered your life without carrying a piece of the destiny I have written for you. As I have said before, those whom I send into your life do not all walk with you for the same length of time. Among them, there are some who will accompany you for only a season. And when that season passes, they will leave your life sometimes quietly, sometimes with sorrow. For these, do not hold on in regret. Do not try to preserve a presence that has already fulfilled its purpose. Be thankful, and then move forward. And my child, you will also see that there are those who will remain with you for the long journey, walking beside you through many highs and lows. They may not shine brightly, but they will be steady, not flashy, but unwavering. They are the rock upon which you can stand when everything else is shaking. And through them, I am showing you this truth, that love is not always a feeling, but a daily choice. My beloved one, always remember you are never alone. You are never forsaken. I do not only see you in your present, but I also see you at the destination that you cannot yet imagine. And because I see that place ahead, I have placed people in your life who have the capacity to draw you closer to your true self in me. They are the echoes of the future I have already prepared. They are the living signs that you are on the right path, even when you cannot understand everything just yet. Now, my child, trust this process 7 when it exhausts you. Keep your faith in me, even when the presence of certain people unsettles you. Keep your heart open, for what I am doing is far greater than what you can comprehend. I am building something lasting within you, not only for yourself, but for those you are meant to impact in the future. And for that to become reality, I need you to partner with me through trust, through surrender, and through the courage to love, to forgive, to learn, and to grow through every relationship. You, my child, are the instrument I have chosen, not because you are perfect, but because I see what can become of you when you allow me to move fully within you. And now, as you step into a new chapter of that journey, let those I have ordained be your companions, not to take my place in leading you, but to walk with you each step, each day, in the steadfastness of my presence and plan. Remember, I am always with you, in every sigh, in every silent moment, in every glance and encounter. I am there guiding, teaching, and loving without ceasing. Oh, my beloved, those I have placed around you are living evidence that I am working. Quietly, yet powerfully, walk forward in that awareness, with gratitude and with expectation for the goodness that is to come. For I am still writing the story of your lifelines that no one else can write but me. Now go forth, my child, and walk firmly in that faith. That is the one thing you need not merely to survive, but to truly live. Your Heavenly Father. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell to receive words of life, to build an unshakable faith, and to walk daily in the boundless love of God. Amen.